How's it going, everyone? We're back covering some more lolcows. Today we're going to be covering Nova Online, who's been in the news recently for a lot of things. While he's still up to his classic food critic shtick, rivaling the likes of Anthony Bourdain and Gordon Ramsay, he's also decided to declare war on fellow lolcow content creators such as Smokey, Kiwi, Sensitive Society, Lemur, etc. Who knows, maybe after this one he'll declare war on me. It would be very nice for me, I think, but we're going to be ripping into him today because he's been up to his old shit. Nova's food reviews may be cringy, but it would have ended at that if it didn't come out that he was age regressing with minors in Discord calls.
Don't be surprised if I fall asleep on call again.
I won't be surprised.
But as you said, I've been looking cute when I sleep.
Yeah. And Moonshine is just an amazing addition.
Luckily for you lovely people at home, I couldn't find the video of him singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in his age regression voice because you all would have clicked off the video and I wouldn't have blamed you for it. But hopefully that video was good enough to serve as a reminder as to why we shouldn't just let Nova have free roam on the internet. We'll look over some of his shitty food reviews at the end, but it's best just to get straight into the meat and potatoes here. A result of his war with the aforementioned lolcow content creators was the creation of a new podcast called The Hour of Joy. The podcast in itself is not really anything special other than it's something else for us to put in and laugh at. However, there is a new story that comes out of it. Nova isn't alone in his endeavor with the podcast, as his social media manager, who is seemingly just a troll, is his co-host. This co-host has inadvertently helped to resurface some of the concerning behaviors that initially put Nova on the map, which we'll get into shortly. While making this video, Nova actually took down the first episode of The Hour of Joy, which is fair because it was actually pretty dog shit. However, it's very likely that Nova found out that his social media manager was a troll. This information came to light, or at the very least came to my attention today during Leaping Lemur's stream where he went over The Hour of Joy. Nova's social media manager, Sia, went into Leaping Lemur's chat and shed some light on a couple of things. First off, and maybe the most important, she is 15. I want to focus in on this last screenshot here, where Sia claims that Nova said that 15 was a decent age. But it's also not just this. Nova made a statement about the White Bowser where he said something else that was very concerning. In a since-deleted Instagram post, Nova says that this is to the White Bowser. For starters, I'm a fucking man, you balding piece of shit. You look like a skinhead, you neo-Nazi clown. I wasn't even going to insult you for that because I publicly denounced being non-alt-right. Yeah, folks, I am alt-right. I'm part of the Supreme. But I won't stand for this lisp-having, blubbering buffoon having the gall to say he'd come onto my podcast to clown me and make me rage. Well, guess what, bitch? Rage is my fucking middle name. So watch your fucking mouth before you utter my name or the name of my social media manager and my podcast. I won't have anyone dissing her name. The White Bowser is just jealous because I have a woman and he doesn't. The key framing here is that Nova claims that he has a woman. Sia notices that his insinuation is that she is actually Nova's woman. This is something she questions in the comment section to the post, to which Nova responds, "Why not?" Before, it was age regression with minors, but now the unibrow unicorn Nova Kai Landry, or whatever the fuck he calls himself, is out here claiming that a minor is his girl. You can say what you want about looking the part, and let's be honest, he definitely fucking looks the part, but this is a smoking gun in terms of actually acting the part to go along with it. This is very obviously a massive development for the story of Nova Online, but it's a very early developing story, so be sure to stay tuned if anything else happens. I am, however, a man of my word though, so we're going to be taking a look at old Nove's food reviews, in which he is generally the greasiest thing on screen.
Trying plant-based chicken for the very first time. Now these are Gardein plant-based chicken tenders. I wanted to try them because I've never had plant-based chicken before, but I have had Beyond Beef before. I didn't think it was that bad, so now we're going to be trying chicken. I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven, and we are going to try out these tenders.
As an aside, I really hope he wasn't making these just for himself because 10 chicken tenders for one person is insane. But given Nova's stature, I really wouldn't be surprised if they were all for him.
Alright, we got the chicken right here. One thing I've noticed is that they are definitely smaller than your average size tender. But anyways, let's try them out. Bone apple teeth. it's the texture, it's the texture, it's the texture, it's the texture. These plant-based tenders get a 0 out of 5. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Nova Universe, signing off.
Yeesh. A harsh critic is always Nove. A large constant throughout a lot of Nova's reviews that he does inside are his environment. In both his car and his house, it's very clear how dirty and disgusting his surroundings are. In just the chicken tender review, when he closed his oven, the surroundings were disgusting and there was trash strewn about the floor. In his car, it's very clear that there's a lot of clutter in his back seat. We aren't approaching Chandler territory with the hoarding, but it's very clear that there is a consistent hoarding problem across his environments. The last thing we'll be looking at today are his workout videos. Obviously, no shame to those who are just starting out and don't really know what they're doing, or to those who are just starting their fitness journeys, but the form in this video is honestly fucking disgusting. Maybe it's just how I perceive Nova and who he is, but this is very clearly just rage bait content, and he has no real intent of actually getting into shape.
Workout challenge. 20 weights, bicep curls. How many can I do? Let's find out.
Nova online is someone with a troubled past. It's obvious in his streams when he rages out at his uncle, how he behaves online, his penchant for age regression, and now a consistent pattern of his concerning interactions with minors. This is clearly some escape for him. His TikTok, his stream, his YouTube, his Instagram, but because of his destructive, predatory nature, we can't let him have it. It's easy to dunk on Nova for his outward presentation, but it's important for us to be aware that he just isn't like us.